Alright, so I've been utterly bored, and I was like, you know what, let me get out another, Skoll and Hati video, because people have been asking that for like a while now, and I have fully ignored them. They were like, hey, can you give me another team like that you can use and do another guide on it? And I said, you know what, bet, it's been a month since then, so I'm back, yeah, to do that, but it's been a while. I haven't done Skoll and Hati, so I've basically done like a bunch of bird teams, and a lot of them have been very, very helpful. So appreciate the good comments of that. I dropped a bunch of deer videos. Now Skoll and Hati, I think I dropped like 2, so it's been very little in comparison to the other ones. But I'm finally updating one more. That team that you can use, and it is very good in comparison to the original one that I did cover. That is my favorite one, right? But this one is probably a very close contender. Though I would like to see, when Freya gets his relic, how good that'll be. I'm scared they're gonna screw his relic. Oh, it's only a Nidhogg or something like that, right? When he's a character using everything. I do hope that he has a good relic, so when he gets a relic, I'm genuinely farming on every boss, because he's used in all my teams basically. It'll be great, though he's not used in every team still, but yeah. With it, today, Skoll and Hati, this is another team you can use to clear it, and it is pretty good. I would say it is very, very strong, and it is, for a fast clear, it took me 15 minutes and I got the clear done. So if that's anything to go off of, that is pretty good. Though the other ones are like 12 minutes, 13 minutes, but still, it is pretty fast. But here you go. The team is going to be Blue King over here on the left. We have Red Freya. Yeah, there's no other Freya, but still. Freya, we have Green Gother being the Fez Gother, and we have Red Thonar. I don't know why I'm reading attributes to you, but yeah. I put Mael link on Freya to test it out. I was curious, see what happens there, because King needs Sariel 100%. And is it better? I don't know. He did put up good damage in comparison to a lot of things. He did put up good damage. Though in this entire thing, the thing you'll understand, and I will give you my my gear set and all that at the end. I'll jump straight into the gameplay, and then I'll talk about like my problems with the team and why it's very, very good in comparison. All right, so starting off the thing here. So I was playing this last night because I was utterly bored, and I was like, you know what? I have to farm anyways for relics here, so screw it, I'll just get this done. But you do not need King's Relic, by the way. I did it without it because people would literally ask me like 40 million times, did you do it without King's Relic? Yes, I did it without King's Relic. Obviously, Gother needs his relic, otherwise there's no point in using him. So keep in mind that you have to at least have that, which getting Gother's relic is literally a cakewalk in comparison to it back then. Because literally, I made a video showing like probably a very, 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 very good team with Mael, and I'm shocked that I used that team 3 more times after that point in like recording the video, and I liked it. I was like, you know what, it's kind of fun. Seeing Mael put that much damage up is pretty cool, and then having that double buff is like really cool too. I don't know. I'm getting off topic here, but with this team, the thing that you have to know is on the final, like you'll literally walk through 1 and 2 without resetting ones. Like you won't even get into any problems unless you screw up. They do so much damage and they take so little damage, it's not even funny, and they'll lifesteal most of it back because they can, when they have that basic stats up, they lifesteal very fast. Okay, so when that happens, you'll be good. Though on the last floor, just make sure you have King's ult here and there when they are putting up like 5 attacks. Okay, you'll see in the last clip they put on 5 attacks on me and I'm just getting like nuked. But I did survive, though I do understand if you have lower gear, you're gonna get screwed up. And again, I'll talk about gear at the very end of the video, so if you want that, you for there. But yeah, so that's where it currently looks like. And again, if I randomly take like a break in the middle of this video, it's because it's like if I just go AFK, it's because I was doing other stuff while trying this out. But I'm thoroughly shocked that it is a very solid team, for the reason that I thought that Gother being put on here would screw it, just because like he's not gonna put too much damage up, but because of his passive and his relic, you're getting so much. It's a long battle, right? What the hell I say like that? But it's a long form battle, right? So when it is that, you're going to be putting up a lot of damage because Gother exists, yeah? Now, I want to try, because I know there was another Gother comp with Freya. I want to try that one, though I don't know if I'll like it. I don't know if I will. I don't know. I like this one a lot, right? So I've tried many other teams, and so whenever I record a Skoll and Hati video, unless I get, like, first time try and absolutely clear, I'm not uploading the video, just because it's like, then you reset, and what's the point? It's not an easy clear, you know what I mean? So I don't understand why, some teams just don't work for me, but this worked for me. So I thought I'd share it with you and tell you that this is another good team. And again, yes, I don't have an insane box CC where my HP is out, like, insane and my attack is increased. No, but I'm still able to do it. And again, I think most of them don't have your gear on the middle stat, being defense, though that is, I guess, small changes, but still, you know, it's easy in my opinion. And my Gothar's level 90, so if my Gothar was a little bit higher, you know, he'd be putting up a little more damage, which would be pretty helpful. So if you want to run this with 100 Gothar, go do that. I am down miserable on mats. I've been building the wrong units, boys. I've been building the wrong units, but still, in comparison, I still like the Trader Melee team with the one ultimate. That's like my favorite team. It's just it's raw DPS, and you are killing within milliseconds. Okay, but I will say, I was fully astonished at how much damage they put up, where you could say that this team is, again, like, the difference in damage is very little, because Gothar allows you to put up insane stats, right? Insane damage. So you see there, 1.4 million. Jumping to the next part here, this is floor 2, okay? Again, it's, if you want like a guide on the on Skoll and Hati, you should watch the original video that I uploaded on it, because at this point, when I do it afterwards and I upload more teams, you just have to follow what I do, and you're done. There's no explaining that I have to do on top of it. With Skoll and Hati, there's no gimmick to worry about, other than checking passives prior. That's literally the only gimmick. It's always kill the left dog first, being this one over here. Always kill it first, because it always has like these debuffs and annoying ult steal and recovery disable. It's always that case. So always with it, you literally aim left dog to right dog. You read a book left to right. Not manga, calm down. You read a book left to right, you kill the dog left to right. It's literally it, right? So with it, you'll be kind of in a smooth sailing area. Though again, I do recommend to have Thonar's Relic. I think this is a very understandable thing to understand, that you kind of need it. But you see here, Gothar putting up or taking a little bit of damage, though he'll be okay in a second here. But just want to show that yes, you will take some damage here and there. I do recommend Thonar keeps the turn link. But if you're running HP, and again, I'll explain that at the end of the video, you have to run HP for Gothar. When you run HP, you'll be fine. He'll survive 100%. I never once had Gothar actually, like, die, even though it was getting a lot of damage taken. The closest to dying was King, because King keeps getting crit, and they just kept targeting him. Or, like, they kept shooting out, like, AoEs, and they just kept hitting King and critting King, though it'll be fine when you do it. And again, I do recommend, if you do have his Relic, this team is going to probably become way better, like way better. So if you were to get that, hey, you're going to have a blast. Literally, probably clearing this with King's Relic is going to be so much better. And this team will really shine then, right? Because that 20%, you'll never take damage, theoretically. Theoretically, you'll never take damage. And you'll be dealing out so much that, you know, you're going to be in such a good area, okay? So it'll just be buff on buff. You'll be buffing with Gothar, buffing with Freya here and there, buffing with Thonar, and then buffing with that. You'll just be buff on buff, bro. So it'll be pretty good to kind of run that. But if you're ever about to die, realize now, just ult with King, and he will save you. And whenever you're about to tank an ult, use King. Now, here, what I could have done was definitely stolen the ultimate, though I'm stupid, and I chose not to. Because, I don't know why, but I could have. Definitely, she had enough stats because Gothar's maxed out, where Thonar can never patience. She can never patience because you have enough stats. So there you can see, literally didn't take any damage there, which is like why I didn't really care. Do this. I did. Wait, I don't know if I kill here. No, I kill 100%. Yeah. Like again, in comparison, if I wasn't running this team, you would never kill with this type of attacks on this floor. It would never happen. It's happening because Gothar's maxed out on his passive, to where I wasted that card. Could have saved that card next turn and definitely potentially killed. But yeah. Here I think I did that. I went for King's shield just to stay alive. And again, remember the freezing thing occurs, so keep that in mind also. So watch out for that. I do recommend have the card set. Though it is not a per se necessity. It is great to have, and I would recommend it, but it is not a necessity, okay? So keep it in the back of your head. When you are running it, you do not need the card set, but it is great to have, okay? Okay. Take a little bit of damage here, and again, on this floor, I still go into the next floor with full health. So keep that in mind, that this team is pretty good. Again, you see him taking damage here, but he will go into the next floor with full health, which is an absolute clutch. But I think I used... I don't even know what I did here. This was last night, bro. I recorded this like last night. I don't remember anything. Don't risk it. Use the Gothar card. You got this. Look at this. I'm thinking this through. I'm literally just thinking this through. I'll float it up a little bit, see what I did. So I went king card, and yeah, that's what I did. Because just to confirm the kill, which she'll put up a lot of damage. Though you say 40,000 is not much, in comparison, she'd be putting up like 1k without his passive. Yes, I'm over exaggerating, but still. There you go. Now, if you look at it, Gother is very low on HP. Okay, look at how much of life's still here. Look at how much of life's still here. Which I was like, wow. I thought he was gonna die at so many instances, but he'll just life steal so much because you know he's like maxed out on his passive. So boom. Now I do Gother 1, Gother 2, and I think I do Thonar. Let's see. You got this. Come on, man. There you go. And I think he does, and like I think he does like 190,000. Let's see. Look at that, 199 for Gother on HP defense. Putting up that much is nuts. 227. What the fudge, bro? Yeah, I was hyping it up when I was originally recording this too. It's good damage. So for me, a person who never ran this type of team, I'm like, damn, this is pretty good. I run Gother on the bird, and he puts up good numbers there. It's just I didn't expect the same thing from here, and it was the same thing here. So thoroughly shocked. And again, why I made this a video is because I didn't experience too much like, oh, I had to reset here because my RNG wasn't great. It went through, like the team kind of ran through. I was like, all right, it's pretty good. So hence why I'm recording. Okay, so again, whenever I make a video on some of these teams, they're because I actually use them or because they're actually good. Yeah. In comparison, yes, I may not record that many Skoll and Hati for the reason that I never found another team that's really like, oh my god, I need to use this. But this is one of them, hence why I am recording it. Okay, okay, because people will keep asking me like, why aren't you recording Skoll and Hati? You keep recording Bird and Deer. It's because I get good teams, and those teams really clear because it's kind of easy, right? And for this, yes, it requires a genuinely good team, but like running like a Mael team isn't really the standard you're looking for because you know some other teams will do way better. But this did really good, so hence why I'm here. Okay, try to explain my my reasoning, though people will still find a way to complain. But hey, can't win, man, can't win. There we go. Finishing up floor 2 here, going to floor 3. It's gonna be pretty much the same easiness, I guess you can say. Though at the end, I do recommend you have King's ult to tank some of the hits because I think I did not. Hence, I took a lot of freaking damage. Again, I still kills because you're doing so much raw damage that you just need a few attack cards. You're good to go. But I do recommend to save his ultimate at really good instances so that you don't take too much damage. Which you'll see. We will see right now. Basically, I should have sped this up a little bit, but people play along with the video going. So to make it easier for them, I did it that way. But you see, without the buff, he's only putting up 10k. And then with the buff, you see the difference. So you do need his relic, and you do need to stack out his passive. It's a long form match. Okay, so by the time you reach the end, you're definitely stacking out his passive. So keep that in mind too. But yeah, I think this floor goes on for 5 minutes. So for floor 3 at 5 minutes, I mean, it's not bad. Though you can argue other teams are again faster, but it is still fast. Kind of is. Here I put up. Yeah, I wasn't blessed with card RNG this time, so I had no Thonar attacks. I was trying to build gauge as fast as possible, and that's what you want to do, right? So with this team, you really want to build the gauge as fast as possible. Try not to, like, stall that part of it, right? Because when those stats are up and everything, you're able to kind of nuke. And again, I'll read your relic, the relic for him real quick. I'll get, like, the exact thing so people understand why his relic is so good. I just got spammed, bro. I just got spammed. Okay, then. Don't worry about that. It was nothing. Follow me on Twitter, thank you. Helps out a ton. What am I haven't tweeted in ages, by the way. For everyone that keeps commenting that too, why don't you tweet? I just don't. Okay, I don't use Twitter like that. I just literally use it for reading tweets, and that's about it. So, I'll tweet someday. Okay, calm down. But let's see. Gother's relic is. I'm gonna read it exactly. When the hero's ultimate gauge is max, increase all allies' attack-related stats by 25% for 2 turns. 25%. 25%. That is nuts, bro. That is nuts, my friend. Absolutely nuts. So, continuing onwards here. I don't actually know what I do here. But oh yeah, I use King's ultimate. So, for this stage, I need to use King's ultimate. You see there's 3 attacks there. King is not in a good place that he's gonna survive at all. So we're going for that. So King's ultimate is what I go for. We'll do this. Wait, I don't know what I do. I do that. All right. So that I do this. Yeah. All right. So went for the ult. Got that out of the way. Done. Go for this. Putting up good damage as you see, 185. And boom, 351. So that's done. Now here, taking a little bit of damage here. I think I still kill with whatever I have, because yeah, I do that, and then more than enough. 3 attacks is more than enough. So that, and then Freya will kill. So we go for that also. But yeah, if you are farming Skoll and Hati right now, hopefully they do add more relics here. I think Nidhogg is now the only demonic beast to get relics. So in the future, as they add them, it's kind of stupid that they don't add it to other ones. I do want to see them add it to other ones, because there's no reason to farm the bird for most people now, and there's no reason to farm the deer no more. But now you just farm Skoll and Hati, and then at this point, you're also running out. There's not that many relics that are must crafts in this category, per se, but still. I do hope they keep updating this one at least. Like, there's no point to add them all to Nidhogg. There's so many units. There are so many units left to craft relics for that it'll be so pointless if they put it all to Nidhogg. I'll be so mad, but they could do whatever they want. They could definitely do whatever they want. And then releasing a unit like Magelda. If Magelda actually is an all, like, every demonic beast unit in one, what is the point if you don't need her? Like, you know, most people don't need her, but there are still a lot of people that need her, so I understand that point. But like, you farmed the majority of the content. Now it's like only a select amount of people actually want that unit now. A lot of people have finished the bird by now. Though, again, not majority, but a good amount. A good amount. So, yeah. This is what I'm talking about by the attacks, by the way. I just remembered. Look at this. He just kept attacking. I'm like, all right, he'll stop now. Then attacks again. And it just kept attacking, bro. I was like, okay. And then 3 AoEs later, I'm still standing. Just like that song. But with it, I think pretty easy run. Yeah. Using all that stuff, ultimate won't do anything, so I'm not gonna use it. But boom, 35. Freya are gonna put up a really good amount here, and then I think Gother like does nothing. Yeah, he does 10k because he doesn't have anything, right? And then Thonar absolutely clutching up with a nice little 78k, doing great numbers. The other dog has nothing really like to worry about. He won't do too much, and we kill pretty easily. So very decent, very fun run. I do recommend to try this team out. I will show you gear in like 10 seconds, but yeah, all ultimates kind of being thrown down, and it is more than enough to kill. You'll see it right now. 307, 100%. This will put up like 600. There you go, 370, putting up to 574, and this putting up a nice 370. Moving on, that is it. That is the 3 full clear on Skoll and Hati. I do recommend the team. Try it out. It's not bad at all. So with it, if you're wondering about gear sets, I'll show you the equipment info. This is what I ran. It's going to be attack crit for King, obviously. It's going to be attack crit for Freya. I have one piece non-UR. I just realized that. Whoops. Over here, it's going to be HP defense, obviously, because you want to keep him alive and buffing and whatever. Here, it's going to be attack crit resistance, and on that crit resistance, it's going to be crit resistance rolls. Okay? Now, I've seen different things. I've seen HP, I've seen whatever, but I've got the most, yeah, this is the best. For me, this is the best, though I have seen other arguments for the other ones. I feel like it's more consistent for me on this one. Though, again, you could run defense and crit resistance here, and then you could run defense here. You can do whatever you want. You can mix and match, try it out. But my most working one is crit resistance gear with crit resistance rolls. That's just what worked for me. Though, again, you might argue otherwise. I did use the card set because it's pretty strong, and the whole point of getting it was to use it. Hence, I used it. Associations, you can kind of mix match. Though I recommend Red Charmiel here. This doesn't really matter. Miles is... it's good, it's just you don't need it, right? But Sariel, you kind of need to crit, and that's really it. Very simple team, very simple thing to get through. Again, I do recommend you try it out. Up to you, though. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, peace out, enjoy. And that has been it from me.